Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well and are ready to enrich your speech. In this video, we will explore some not so obvious but very common phrases that English speakers use every day in casual conversation. This will allow us not only to understand them better, but also to express ourselves more naturally and effectively in English. Moreover, I believe that learning these phrases can help us feel more comfortable and confident in the company of English speakers. Because it does feel awkward and takes away all the fun when you constantly have to guess the meanings of phrases people use.
I mean, it was like the Algonquin kids' table.
Or when your vocabulary consists only of the most basic phrases and you can't convey, let's say, sarcasm properly, or say something funny in a way that actually sounds funny, just like you would in your native language. So I suggest that we work on that. Not to say, of course, that this one video will fix everything. However, it would be a great start. And then, over time, you'll experience something called the snowball effect. Your vocabulary will gradually become richer and more vast. And last but not least, before we dive in, if you like this video, I can make it into a series, so please let me know. And the best way to do that is to give it a like and leave a comment down below. All right, let's get to work. Our first phrase that you can use in everyday situations is, "It slipped my mind," which means to admit you forgot something. So you can use this phrase instead of saying, "I forgot. It slipped my mind." In what situations would you use it? Well, you can use this phrase literally in every situation where you'd normally say, "I forgot." For instance, at home. "Hey, did you get eggs?" "Oh shoot, it totally slipped my mind. I'm sorry." At school. "All right, folks, it's Wednesday. I hope you did not forget to bring your experiments." "I'm sorry, Miss Miller. It completely slipped my mind. Could I please bring it tomorrow?" Or at work. "Bob, I expect to see your report by the end of the day." "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it slipped my mind. I'd better get to work right now." Okay, let's move on to our next phrase, which is "let's call it a day." "Let's call it a day" is a phrase people use when they decide to finish work or an activity for the day. It's like saying, "Okay, that's enough for today. It's time to relax or do something else," or "let's finish up now and take a break." Naturally, you'd use it at work or school at the end of the working day, or when you've been working on a project for some time, have become tired, and want to take a break. For example, "All right, I keep hitting the wall here. I feel like my thinking capacity has reached its limit for today, so I suggest we call it a day." You could also use it with your friends. Let's say you've been hanging out and playing board games, and it's gotten late and you do not want to play anymore. You could say, "All right, guys, how about we call it a day? I'm kind of tired." Our next phrase is, "It's no big deal." "It's no big deal" is a phrase people use to say that something is not very important or not worth worrying about. It's like telling someone not to worry or be upset about something because it's not a big problem. Here are some situations where you might use this phrase. If someone, let's say, accidentally spills a drink and they feel really sorry, you can say, "It's no big deal, we can just clean it up." This means that the spill is not a serious problem and they shouldn't worry too much. If you help someone and they keep thanking you, you can say, "It's no big deal, I was happy to help." This means that helping them was not difficult for you and they don't need to keep thanking you. Or if someone is late to meet you and they are very sorry, you can say, "It's no big deal, I didn't wait long." This means that their being late did not cause you any trouble and they shouldn't worry about it. Before we move on, I'd like to take a moment to thank Lingoda for sponsoring this video. Their support makes content like this possible. I am so excited to be able to announce another special Lingoda Sprint Challenge in which over 47,000 people have already participated. Some of you might remember their sprints from before that lasted for 2 months. Well, now you have an exclusive opportunity to complete the challenge in just 1 month. Not only will you experience the same great benefits such as fast progress and structured learning, but you now have a greater chance of earning big rewards. This intensive 30-day course is designed to help you build a daily language learning habit and stay motivated. It's going to be perfect for those of you who are complete beginners and want to quickly grasp the basics, individuals with some prior knowledge of the language but who have reached a plateau and need structure and motivation to get back on track and build a habit. Those wanting to advance in their language learning journey without a huge time commitment, learners seeking personalized feedback and live speaking practice without high price tag, and anyone who wants to have fun and see how much progress they can make in only 30 days. There are two options of the sprint you can choose from. The first one is the sprint challenge. This option involves taking 15 lessons in 30 days, which is essentially a lesson every other day. It's perfect for those with busy schedules. The best part? If you successfully complete your sprint challenge, meaning you take all 15 classes in 30 days, you'll receive 50% cash back or 15 credits. And the second option is the super sprint challenge. This option requires taking 30 classes in 30 days, which is a deal for determined individuals who want to see significant progress quickly. Upon successful completion of the Super Sprint Challenge, you will also receive 50% cash back. This means that in addition to gaining knowledge, you will get half of your money back or 30 credits. I don't know about you, but it sounds too good not to try. However, the perks don't end there. By using this discount code provided by Lingoda for my viewers, you will get $25 off of the challenge. But you're in luck because by clicking the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment, you will get an extra 30% off the challenge due to their Black Friday sale. And for those of you who haven't heard about Lingoda yet, Lingoda is an online language school that offers online, flexible, live classes that you can take 24/7. They offer immersive learning environment with only 3 to 5 students and a native level teacher in the class where you will have time to practice speaking and get individual feedback. And the level of your English absolutely doesn't matter. They offer classes to everyone from beginners to advanced students. Plus, with Lingoda, you not only can learn English, but also German, French, and Spanish. If you have questions about receiving your rewards or how all of this works, you can go on their website or contact their tech support team. Don't miss out on this special offer. Click the link below to benefit from a 30% discount and use my code for an additional $25 off of your Sprint registration. Now, back to the video. Okay, let's move to our next phrase, which is "that's up in the air." People use this phrase to say that something is uncertain or undecided. It means that a decision has not been made yet or nobody knows what will happen. It's like saying that something is floating in the sky and you can't quite reach it or know where it will land. Let's take a look at some situations where you might use it. Imagine you and your friends are planning a trip, but you haven't decided where to go yet. If someone asks, "Where are you going on your trip?" you can say, "That's still up in the air, we haven't decided yet." This means that the destination of your trip is still uncertain. If you applied for a job and someone asks you, "Did you get the job?" you can say, "That's up in the air for now, I'm still waiting to hear back from them." This means that you don't know yet if you have the job or not. Or if you're thinking about moving to a new city and someone asks, "Have you decided to move?" you can say, "That's up in the air, I'm still thinking about it." This means that you haven't made a decision yet about moving. Another phrase we will learn in this video is "I'm tied up." We would use it to say that we are very busy and we cannot do something else at the moment. It's like imagining that our hands are tied up with a rope and we cannot use them to do anything else. But instead of hands and a rope, it's our time that is being used up, so we cannot spend time on anything new. Now let's delve into a couple of situations you might use this phrase in. If a friend calls you and asks you, "Can we meet for coffee today?" and you are very busy with work, you can say, "I'm sorry, I'm tied up with work all day." This means that you are too busy and you cannot meet your friend. If you are in a meeting and you see someone calling you and they later ask you why you didn't answer, you can say, I was tied up in a meeting. This means that you were busy in the meeting and you couldn't answer the phone. Or if your family is planning to go out and they ask if you can join them, but you have a lot of chores to do, you can say, I can't go, I'm all tied up with chores. This means that you are very busy doing chores and you can't join them. Bear with me is our next phrase. People use it to ask someone to be patient and stay with them for a little while, even if it might be a bit difficult or boring. It's like saying, please wait for me, or please stay here and be patient even if it takes some time. And here are some situations where we might use this phrase. If you're explaining something difficult to understand and you see the other person is getting confused, you can say, bear with me, I'll try to make it simpler. This means please be patient while I try to explain this in an easier way. If you're giving a presentation and your computer is taking a long time to load, you can say to your audience, please bear with me while my computer loads. Or if you're looking for a document or a key while someone is waiting for you, you can say, please bear with me while I find this. And our final phrase for this video is, let's play it by ear. We would use this phrase to say that we will decide what to do as we go along rather than having a fixed plan. It's like saying, let's see what happens and make decisions based on the situation at the time. In what situations would we use this phrase? If you and your friends are planning to meet, but you're not sure what you want to do, you might say, let's play it by ear. This means that you will decide what to do when you all meet based on how everyone feels at the time. If you're on vacation and someone asks, so what's the plan for tomorrow? You might respond with, let's play it by ear. This means that you don't have a specific plan for tomorrow and you will decide what to do based on the weather, your mood, or other factors. Or if you're working on a project and your team isn't sure how to proceed, you might say, let's start and then play it by ear. This means that you will start working on the project and then make decisions as you progress depending on how things unfold. All of these phrases are very common and are used in everyday conversations. I think you should definitely try to incorporate them into your speech to sound more fluent and natural in English. Thank you all for dedicating your time and learning with me today. Again, if you like this video and would like me to turn it into a series, please give it a like, comment down below, and let me know. I think it could be a very useful series. All right, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.